Yeah, absolutely. That reminds me of talked about the cigar company that I used to run. Is when we were giving them design work for new labels and new boxes. They're design cues, not design directions, right?
Yeah.
So it's, we want the Ulysses S. Grant to incorporate his military career, but also his presidency, as well as pulling in some design cues from just the time that he was alive. So,
Right.
and then you leave it up to the designer, you leave it up to the creative, to the visionary, and then they are allowed to bring it to light.
Right.
After that, you can kind of tweak and,
Yeah.
like, I like this or I don't like that,
Right.
expound on this part and maybe detract from this. But myself, and I don't know your own personal history, but I grew up in a family of creatives. Both of my parents are architects. My brother now is a woodworker, so he literally creates things with his hands. My
awesome.
my older sister is in the hospital, and so she's helping create and recreate bodies. And then my little sister creates new environments for children that are in foster care, and so she's in that social work kind of area. And then myself, I'm a marketer, so like it's just a family bred thing, much like market district development. It's a family thing, but I remember Dad telling me when he envisions a building, he can look and he can see it. It's almost like he's looking inside the
Right.
building. And he can see the crown molding. He can see, the doorways. Are they 8-foot doors or are they bigger? Or,
Right.
And so
It's a talent.
yeah, I mean, it's almost bizarre because you sit there and you listen to him talking about it, and then as he's telling you, you're like, wait a minute, now I see it. But it's interesting is he says to this day he still can't see colors. He's like, I know what I want it to look like, but I don't know what the colors are. Which is funny because my mom's different. She's like, I know it's going to be this shade of
Yeah.
gray with this shade of blue, and it's going to match and do this. So.
Yeah, people talk about colors, and I'm like, it's blue.
Yeah, that's like this trend that's gone around on the internet. It may have been gone right now, but like if you call Gatorade by its actual name and not the color, it's like that guy is an undercover cop. Like if you call it Arctic Blue and it's not just light blue
Right.
Gatorade,
Yeah.
like there's something fishy about this guy. So like,
That's funny.
yeah, I question, Mom, are you an undercover cop? Like, how do you
Yeah.
know colors?
That's
But,
funny.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Yeah, and I don't. My family is more rooted in like building stuff and action. We're action oriented people.
Yeah. Got to do
So,
something.
yeah,
It's like you and you're running. Like you
Yeah.
got to get up and do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it's like I allow creative people to give me what it is that we're going to do, and then we're going to implement it. I love building things. I love seeing the to watch the building go up, to see the vision implemented in the end, and
You literally get to see your
Yeah.
dreams come true.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Now I drive by houses that we built in Buckhead back in early 2000s,
Mhm.
and you just drive by and go, wow, we built that.
Yeah, like-
That's really cool.
Yeah, somebody really good did that.
Yeah, we had somebody argue with us one time. Said, no, that house has been there for like 40 years. We're like, no, we built it like 10 years, 5 years ago or 10
Yeah,
years, whatever
yeah.
it was. And they're like, no, it's always been there. We're like,
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, it's
Yeah.
not.
It's like, I can show you the paperwork.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, the building that Dad designed in downtown Alpharetta is the really tall
Liberty.
Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's been there for 300 years.
Yeah.
But it's been what, 3 or 4 or
Right.
5 years now?
Yeah, that's a real talent, and that's what my family's always done, is try to create something that looks like it was part of the fabric of what was always there.
Right. Yeah.
In the first 2 buildings that your dad designed for us, in Crabapple's not like this upscale town. It's not something that's highfalutin. It's Crabapple.
Yeah.
It's a place where we used to bring, cattle to be slaughtered. It's a
Yeah.
place where my mom went and shopped for antiques.
Mhm.
It was rural.
Yeah.
So we wanted to create buildings that kind of honored that, and so they weren't really formal-looking buildings. They look like an old warehouse, but it's got some really cool details to it. That's in brick, but not not accented. So you got to look at it and see the detail. But they look like, and I'm pretty confident that when this is all said and done, people are going to drive by. Go, that building's been here probably since the 50s or the 60s.
Yeah.
And it's an art to do that, because you can build some really soulless, buildings that make more money maybe, or you could do something that's just so over the top that you look at it and you go, well, that doesn't really fit the character of the neighbor, the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're not here to change the community, just to expand it.